A woman had just finished showering in a hotel room when she was horrified to discover what seemed to be a hidden camera in the showerhead. She panicked and immediately called her boyfriend's brother to help confirm it. Surprisingly, the man became even more nervous after just one glance. Sure enough, this had to be the landlord's doing. The family had come for a vacation, only to encounter this horrible situation. However, the man was too scared to call the police because, last night, while drunk, he had done something embarrassing with his brother's girlfriend in the bathroom. If the police got involved, they would definitely check the recordings. When that happened, he would surely lose the two people he loved most. After thinking it over, he came up with a plan. They would pretend they hadn't noticed the camera. Just the thought of the landlord watching her made her feel disgusted. But that was just a thought. At that moment, her boyfriend and his wife pulled into the driveway. The man hurriedly told the woman to say nothing and rushed outside to greet them. When her boyfriend came in, she forced a smile, relieved that he hadn't noticed anything strange. His wife didn't notice either. They thought everything would be fine if they left early the next day. But that evening, the wife didn't want to waste the chance to enjoy the vacation. She decided to take a relaxing bath in the jacuzzi. However, she found the switch was broken. So she called the landlord to come fix it. But the moment he stepped inside, he felt a chill as the woman glared at him with pure hatred. But the landlord didn't think much of it, fixed the switch, and prepared to leave. Just then, the man angrily dragged the landlord into the bathroom. He loudly demanded to know if the landlord had installed the camera, but the landlord vehemently denied it. The woman turned on her phone's flashlight to show him, but the landlord just shrugged, saying it wasn't his doing. He even began to threaten the woman, telling her she could call the police if she didn't believe him. When she hesitated, he pulled out his phone to call the police himself. The woman panicked and rushed to grab it from him. Just then, her boyfriend walked by. He thought the landlord was attacking her and burst in, beating the landlord furiously. It seemed like he had enough strength to kill an elephant, hitting the landlord over and over. Luckily, his brother heard the commotion and pulled him away. The woman then told him about the hidden camera, but for now, the priority was getting the landlord to the hospital. However, when they returned to the bathroom, the landlord was already dead. The brother panicked, confused about how a few punches had led to death. His wife, thinking rationally, reached for the phone to call the police, but the man stopped her, suggesting they hide the landlord's body because he didn't want his brother to go to jail. The brother was moved by his concern, unaware of his true intentions. If they destroyed the footage along with the body, no one would ever know about his secret with his brother's girlfriend. But to his surprise, the wife strongly opposed it. She refused to become an accomplice to murder or live with that guilt. After a heated argument, she stormed off to her room, while the others continued with the plan to dispose of the body. They made their way through the woods to a cliff overlooking the sea. Together, they threw the landlord's body into the ocean, thinking the problem was finally solved, only to see the body get stuck on a rock. Frustrated, the man knew they had to deal with it. They began throwing rocks at the body but couldn't manage to dislodge it. With dawn approaching, the brother, desperate to avoid jail, climbed down to push the body into the sea. After a tense moment, he succeeded and safely returned. Meanwhile, back at the hotel, the wife heard the sound of running water. She then saw a video of her husband and his brother's girlfriend together. It was obviously sent to her on purpose, but she was too heartbroken to realize it. Just as the group returned to the hotel, relieved, they didn't notice a mysterious figure following them. When they reached the entrance, the man saw his wife driving away. He assumed she was angry about the body disposal and rushed after her to explain. But she revealed she knew everything from the hidden camera footage. Shocked, he begged her for forgiveness, but his first question was about the location of the footage. Completely ignoring her feelings, she wanted to slap him but instead drove away, feeling like she couldn't breathe if she stayed 1 second longer. Not far from the hotel, she lost control of the car and crashed into a tree. Though uninjured, she couldn't understand why her luck was so bad. After calming down, she got out to see what had caused the crash. Seeing rice scattered on the ground, she realized someone had trapped her. Just as she sent a message to her husband for help, the mysterious figure rushed toward her. At that moment, her husband received the message, but when he reached the car, she was gone, and the windshield was shattered. He heard her phone ringing nearby. Thinking she had changed her mind, he was relieved, but a few steps later, he tripped over something that it was his wife's lifeless body. Before he could react, the mysterious figure appeared and knocked him out, but it didn't stop there. After killing the couple, the figure used the man's phone to send a message to his brother. Seeing the incriminating footage, the brother became furious and rushed downstairs to confront him, only to be knocked out by the mysterious figure. Hearing the noise, the girlfriend ran downstairs, only to find her boyfriend's body in a masked man. She fled into the woods. She hoped the trees would hide her, but the next second, she stepped into thin air. She had fallen off the cliff where they dumped the body. Karma had come swiftly. Even the mysterious figure was shocked by what had happened and quickly fled, removing his mask, but just 3 days later, his urge to spy on others resurfaced. He upgraded his cameras and waited for the next unlucky guest. And so, he remained the last man standing.